and welcome to episode 15 of the Shaken Up Show Playing Away. Tonight's guest is Phil Marsh, player coach at Pilkington FC. He is an ex-professional who's played at Manchester United, Blackpool and FC United at Gig Lane. And he will be joining us momentarily. First off, I've got to put a push out for the Heritage Committee for the Tale of Two Strikers. Come along to the Stanley Club, have supper and hear some stories from two of Bury's most prolific strikers, Gareth Seddon and Andy Bishop. What a couple of chaps. I'm sure they've got some stories to tell. Tickets are on sale on the website for all our upcoming games. If you want tickets, get over to buryafc.uk/tickets. Have I got anything else to tell you? No, so I will get on with it. Phil, welcome to the show.
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. Obviously, happy to be invited on. Yeah, looking forward to the game tomorrow, but yeah, everything's good, thanks, Scott.
Brilliant, thank you very much for coming on. So, we are heading back up to Ruskin Sports Ground to play yourselves tomorrow night. But can you introduce yourself and tell us a bit more about your role at the club, how you got involved?
Yeah, so Phil Marsh, obviously playing at Pilkingtons at the moment. I'm sort of in a sort of player assistant role. I do a lot of the coaching and stuff in the week, and obviously, you know, on a match day I'm playing more times than not. But yeah, obviously, you know, I've been at Pilkingtons now for the last couple of seasons. It was a club where I first started my footballing journey off, you know, all them years ago. So it's a club that obviously is quite sort of close to me personally. But yeah, obviously, you know, we're sort of a couple of years now into the North West Counties, and we've sort of assembled a decent team together. You know, a bunch of young and sort of a couple of experienced players, and we've done really well in terms of, you know, that couple of seasons that we have had. Obviously, COVID interrupted, and you know, a bit of a stop-start, if you like. But this season we've started really well. You know, on the whole, we've had obviously a few odd results for one reason or another, but yeah, obviously happy with the way the team's coming along, and looking forward to obviously a big game tomorrow.
Brilliant. So we know the club's based in St Helens, and we know the stadium name because we've just been there, but what's Pilkington's nickname as a club?
To be honest, there isn't really a nickname as such. I mean, Pilkingtons is famous for its glass in St Helens. So really, when we play St Helens Town, which is obviously our local derby, it's called the El Clasico instead of the El Clasico. But yeah, I'm not that I know of anyway that we've got a sort of nickname. But yeah, so it's obviously just, you know, the St Helens sort of link there with the glass and stuff.
No, I like that El Clasico. It's good, that.
It's got a nice little ring to it.
Definitely. I mean, we could have the Black Pudding Derby with Radcliffe, couldn't we? It's
yeah.
So yeah, Pilkington, based in St Helens, been around for quite a while. What interesting facts are there around the club? Any standout players that have gone on to do bigger and better things? You know, apart from yourself, obviously, because you've been there and you've been up and played in the pro area. Any other interesting facts about Pilkington our fans might be interested in?
Well, not really that anything that stands out in particular, but I mean the club itself now with obviously Chairman Jimmy Woody, he's obviously a very ambitious person, and he's, you know, put a lot of money into the club. The facilities at Ruskin Drive, obviously you've probably seen a little bit of it. Some fans who's been there last week, it's obviously, you know, a fantastic place to come and play football for this level of football. And I think, you know, for us as a club, we're obviously trying to, you know, improve each season. But Jimmy, the chairman, now has set a sort of goal for us to sort of try and get promotion as quickly as we can. He's obviously assembled a decent side together. You know, the budget's probably one of the top ones in the division. And obviously we want to try and, you know, fulfill his sort of ambition and potential that we have got in the group. I think, you know, we're capable of doing that. So just looking forward to, obviously, you know, this challenge tomorrow. Obviously going to be probably our biggest test of the season against yourselves, who's flying. But again, we've been, you know, really good this season overall. And on our day, I think, you know, we could, you know, beat any team in this league, as you know, a lot of clubs would. So yeah, just looking forward to it, and hopefully, you know, we can, you know, do that and then see where it takes us. As I say, we have got a lot of lads who's played a little bit higher, and some lads who haven't played at this level before. So it's a bit of a mix really, and the new lads that haven't played at this level have sort of done really well to adapt. Some of the younger lads who stepped up from the reserves, like Adam Neal, and then some of the other lads who's obviously played a little bit higher, who've come in and just give us that little bit more experience and a little bit more of what's needed to sort of take you to the next level.
Brilliant. And so talking about kicking off the season and going for promotion, what sort of football should we expect from a Pilkington side tomorrow night?
To be honest, we do try and play football. We've got a lot of lads who are more than capable of playing and getting on the ball, and obviously playing on AstroTurf. You need to sort of utilise that and try and move the ball as quickly as you can. But obviously, this level, as well as yourself, there's other ways of getting joy. So we do obviously mix it up, and obviously we've got different players who've got different attributes. So we like to sort of mix our play up and sort of just see how it goes really. Obviously the teams that we're playing against will have sort of done a bit of homework on how they're playing, how they're set up, and then obviously you adapt your game to try and give you the best chance of getting the 3 points.
Definitely. And yeah, you touched a moment ago on kicking on and doing really well, and then COVID disrupting things. How was it going last season before it got curtailed? What was the state of play for you guys? Were you up and around the top, or?
Yeah, I think, to be honest, I think we only ended up playing about 6 games, and I think we had started off really well. If I remember, we played quite a few away games because we wasn't allowed to use our home ground last year because of COVID. We didn't have the changing room facilities and stuff. So I think the first 6 games we played were away, and I think we'd won 4 of them. So obviously not a bad start in terms of away games on the road. But obviously, yeah, it got disrupted, and that was sort of that. But again, we've started this season in the same sort of vein. After a pretty poor pre-season, actually, it was quite worrying. I think we sort of didn't have the best pre-season for quite a few reasons. Obviously, a lot of lads were injured and missing through COVID, and obviously we played a lot of teams who were in higher divisions and didn't really get sort of any results that was sort of what you want in pre-season in terms of trying to get your confidence. But yeah, obviously when the league season started, we started off quite well, and obviously we've kicked on from there and sort of in a good position, obviously for where obviously we would have expected us to be at this point in the season.
Excellent. So we're definitely expecting a tough challenge. We always say there's no easy games in this league. No easy games at all. St Helens last week, they're nearer the bottom of the league, and until halfway through the second half, we thought it was going to be 0-0 or 1-1, and we thought they were going to get one back, and then we ended up breaking away at the end of the game and putting a few goals in. But as I say, you don't know what to expect. A bottom of the league team could put 6 past you on the day. It's just one of them. So, talking about the game tomorrow night, what, if anything, do you know about Bury? What are you expecting from our lot tomorrow night?
Yeah, well, to be honest, mate, I actually know quite a few of the lads. Obviously, playing at various different levels of football, I've come across and maybe played with a couple. Obviously, Andy Wells, the manager, was somebody who I played with when I left Man United. Went to Blackpool as a young kid, and Andy was at Blackpool, so I know Andy well. Still sort of speak to Andy, so I know what kind of footballer he is and what kind of way he likes to play. And then, yeah, obviously a few of the players I know. I know a couple of the strikers. Obviously, being a striker myself, I know Ben Wharton and Tom Greaves. I know Chippy, and obviously is Scott Metcalf still there? I'm not sure.
Scott is injured at the minute. He's done his knee.
Yeah, so I know obviously Scott as well, but obviously wish him all the best when he gets back fit. So yeah, obviously quality players who's obviously played a lot higher. They know how to play the game, and we're obviously going to be in for a tough game. These lads are quality players who've done it a lot higher. So for us, it's a good challenge. We're looking forward to that challenge of playing against, one of the best, if not the best team in our division at the moment. You're on a great run, so we know it's going to be tough. But as I say, we've got to look after ourselves, and on our day, we believe that we can beat any team in this league. And I think obviously, as you mentioned, this league is one of them leagues where on the day you know, any team can beat anybody. So
Yeah.
we've just got to try and play our own game and concentrate on ourselves. And you know, on the night, it's probably whoever, you know, takes the chances and sort of you know, keeps the other ones quiet, if you like.
Definitely, definitely. We're looking forward to it. So I've only got one more question for you, Phil, and that's, I'm always tentative with this one. Some weeks I ask it, some weeks I don't. Some people don't like answering it. I certainly don't like answering it. Have you got a score prediction for us tomorrow?
I've got to be confident. Huh? I've got to say we're gonna win. I think there'll be goals. I mean, to be honest, we're a team that, you know, offensively we're very good. We've got a lot of attacking threats, and we do tend to score a lot of goals more weeks than not. But on the flip side of that, because we are so good going forward, sometimes we can be a little bit susceptible at the back. I'm going to go for 3-2 to us. I think there'll be quite a few goals, so it'll be an entertaining game for a neutral, certainly. But yeah, obviously got to sort of back ourselves and,
definitely.
and we can put 3 points on the board.
I definitely think there'll be goals, and I'll go for a 3-2 with a Ben Wharton worldie in the 91st minute to win it. And I don't know if you saw his goal from Saturday up at Ryope.
No, I've not seen
How
it
he
yet.
got that in the top corner, I will never know. Some sort of magic. But no, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, Phil, and I'll let you. Sorry?
No, so that's fine, mate. I enjoyed it. It was a pleasure.
Excellent. Well, I'll let you go, and I'll see you tomorrow night for a pint after the game.
Definitely, mate.
Massive thanks to Phil for coming on the show and telling us about our upcoming trip to Pilkington. What a nice guy. As I said before, the tickets for A Tale of Two Strikers are on sale. Get in touch. We will sort you out. It's going to be a brilliant night. And well, that's it from me. So from your award-winning media team, see you later.